Okay, and in this discussion, we are introducing ourselves. And at the beginning of the year, that's always something that you want to do with your students in some fashion or another. I gave you guys the option of choosing lots of different tools, but something really cool and quick and easy you could do to get your students to introduce themselves is using Flipgrid. It's free. Just go to flipgrid.com. You can sign in with Google. Here's an all about me that I did. You can leave the instructions at the top. I gave them 90 seconds to share what they wanted with their classmates. I asked them to share 3 things about themselves, 2 things they hope to achieve this year, and 1 question they have for me. You could obviously change that prompt up however you want. And then as a teacher, you can go through and you can view all of their responses. If you want other students to be able to get to know each other, make sure you let them know that in advance because they might change what they're sharing depending on who's going to see it. So right now, mine are still all hidden where only I can see it. But if I had let the kids know that everyone in the class was going to see it, maybe have them watch someone else's and leave a comment, I would have just let them know that, and then I would not have them be hidden anymore. If you have someone who's extremely shy and they're concerned with showing their face, Flipgrid does allow you to, let me show you an example. It does allow them to put their, like an emoji over their face if they're uncomfortable showing their face. They can also record their screen, so maybe they've got a picture pulled up on their screen, and it'll easily let them do that. They can add text if they're uncomfortable talking, or they can do all of those things. So what I liked was when kids were talking about themselves, some of them were either showing me around their room, or some of them were actually adding pictures, because you can put pictures on here and text to represent things about yourselves. And then as a teacher, you can just flip through and see them. And then at the bottom, you can even leave them a comment to respond back to them. So you can leave private or public. So I've got a feedback tab here, which is really nice. You can think about doing this for other assignments too, if there is a way that you want students to maybe act something out or explain a concept. This is one way to do it. And a lot of times the kids, it's actually extra practice because they'll start to do it. And if they fumble over their words, they want to start over because they want it to be perfect. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, but just the act of them starting over is kind of like studying. So it's good. And of course, there are closed captions, so you can make this accessible for other people. If you want them to see your face, you can record feedback. Just depends on how you want to do it. But I just wanted to share this tool with you. This is another way that you could do introductions with your students.